Okay, so we are already done with first 5 questions of set C of theoretical distributions. Let's deal with next 5 questions now, next 4 or 5 questions. Like I said, these questions are lengthy, but they cover nearly every concept of the chapter, so that is important. Let's go to sixth question. Now, sixth is again a different question. Let's read. In 10 independent rollings of a biased die, biased, that means it is not a proper die. Okay, it is not a proper dice where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 written. Okay, it might be something else. The probability that an even number will appear 5 times is twice the probability that an even number will appear 4 times. Now, first of all, even and odd are the only two possibilities on a die, right? So it is a binomial distribution, success and failure. Okay, and n is 10 here because we have thrown it 10 times. Fine. What is the probability that an even number will appear twice when the die is rolled 8 times? Okay, so that is a different question. Let's deal with it later. Let's first try to find probability. Because understand, we have n is equal to 10, but we don't know what is probability of success. It is not 3 by t, 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2, because the die is biased. So let's see what they have given. Probability that an even number will appear 5 times, that is 5 successes. So probability of 5 successes is twice the probability that an even number will appear 4 times, that is twice the probability of 4 successes. We can try to solve this because we have n, we can find p and q. Let's try. Npx, that means 10, ncx, that is 10c5, for probability that x is equal to 5, into p, we don't know, raised to 5, into q raised to 10 minus 5 is equal to 2 into 10c4 into p raised to 4 into q raised to 10 minus 4, 6. Let's cancel some things. P raised to 4, and here we have p raised to 5 on left hand side. So we can cancel this and only p will remain. Similarly, q raised to 5 we can cancel and only q will remain on right hand side. Now let's solve. 10c5 is how much? 252 into p is equal to 2 into 10c4 is how much? 210 into q. Okay. So 252p is equal to 2 into 210 is how much? 420. So 252p is equal to 420 into q can be written as 1 minus p. So that means 252p is equal to 420 minus 420p. So we can solve this. Let's add 420 to this side. 420 plus 252 is 672p is equal to 420. So p will be 420 by 672. How much is that? 0.625. So q will be 1 minus that is 0.375. Okay. Now we have probability of success. Now we can solve the given question. What is probability that an even number will appear twice when the die is rolled 8 times? That means now n is 8. And we want 2 successes twice, right? So we want probability that x is 2, but remember now n is 8. So it will be 8c2 into p that is 0.625 raised to 2 into q raised to 8 minus to 6. 8c2 is how much? 28. We can do this on calculator rest of the point. Let's do this first. 0.375 raised to 6, so into and equal to 5 times, into 0.625 into 0.625 multiplied by 28. That gives us answer as 0.0304. 0.0304 should be the answer if you check. Try to do it entirely on calculator rather than writing down. Otherwise, write down one by one and multiply. You'll get same answer, which is option A here. Seventh. Now seventh is a lengthy one. Let's try. If a binomial distribution is fitted to following data, then sum of expected frequencies for x 2, 3, 4 will be. Okay. First of all, you have to know what is fitting. Let's try to fit binomial distribution to this. How do we fit? We know that first of all, if we try to fit binomial distribution to this data, then n will be 4, because see what are possible values of x? 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 4. That means maximum number of trials or maximum number of successes is 4. So n is 4. Then we know that for this distribution, mean is what? I mean, we can calculate. Okay. Let's take summation f first. 16, 25, 32, 17, 10. 100 is summation f. So let's find x bar for this data. Summation fx upon summation f. 1 into 25. Try to calculate x bar. Check whether it is 1.8. Then if we want to fit binomial distribution, what we'll do is, for binomial distribution, mean is NP, right? So from this we can find estimated value of P hat. N we already have, so we know that N P hat is 1.8, N is 4, so 4 into P hat is 1.8, so P hat, that is estimated value of probability, will be 1.8 by 4, which is 0.45, and Q will be 0.55. Okay, so now we have everything. N is equal to 4, P also and Q also. Now we can answer the question. Expected frequencies for X is equal to 2, 3, 4. Fine. So X is equal to 2, 3, 4 means we want either 2 successes. For that we have to find expected frequency, or 3 or 4, because they are asking for sum of this, right? So let's try to find this. We have N as 4, P as 0.45, I think, right? Yes. So let's try to find this. 4C2 is 6 into 0.45 raised to 2 into 0.55 raised to 4 minus 2 plus 4C3 is 4 into 0.45 raised to 3 into 0.55 raised to 1 plus 4C4 is 1 into 0.45 raised to 4 and into 0.55 raised to 0 is 1. Fine. Let's try to do this on calculator. 0.45 square into 0.55 into 0.55 into 6 m plus 0.45 cube into 0.55 into 4 m plus 0.45 raised to 4 m plus, if we press MRC we should get 0.6090 something. Check. It is okay if it takes more time than me, but it should not take too much time. Okay, because understand, in foundation exam calculation should be given least time. Your thinking and approaching the question takes more time. Calculation should take least time, as less time as possible. Okay, so don't spend too much time, don't waste too much time in calculation, try to do it fast. So this is probability. We want expected frequency, so let's multiply this by total frequency 100, that should give us 60.9. so 60.9 will be our answer. 61, so option D. Okay, if rounded off it comes to 61, option D. Okay, let's go to 8th one now. If X follows normal distribution, now this is a normal distribution question, with mu as 50, SD as 10, what is value of probability that X is less than 60 given X is greater than 50? Okay, we want probability that X is less than equal to 60 given X is greater than 50, I think. Yes, parameters are 50 and 10 square. Okay, so let's try to first apply formula of given. Formula of given is probability of, we know that probability of A given B is probability of A intersection B, that is A and B, upon probability of B. So this will be probability of X less than equal to 60 intersection, that is and X is greater than 50, divided by probability that X is greater than 50 is equal to. Let's try to convert this to standard normal distribution, or this and let's try to convert it first. Now understand, X is less than equal to 60 and X is greater than 50. That means if you plot it, 50 is the mean actually. 60 will be here. Less than 60 and greater than 50 means we need this area. So if we want, we can also write it as probability that X is between 50 and 60. Less than equal to or less than does not matter anyway, because it is normal distribution, it is continuous, divided by probability that X is greater than equal to 50. Now you don't even need to look this up from table, because greater than equal to 50 means half, right? You can directly write 0.5. The numerator will have to look from the table. Okay, let's try to convert it to standard normal. It will be probability that 50 will be 50 minus mu into sigma. Mu is 50, sigma is 10, is less than equal to, X will become Z, is less than equal to, again 60 minus mu upon sigma, divided by 0.5. So it will be probability that 0 is less than equal to Z is less than equal to 60 minus 50 is 10, 10 by 10 is 1 upon 0.5, right? So that means in terms of standard normal table, where this is 0, we have to look for probability between 0 and 1. That means we have to look for this area. Okay, so let's go to the table and look at that area. Okay, I've opened the appendix. Open it. Go to normal distribution table. we have to see 1, right? So 1.00. Okay, now this will be rotated. If I rotate this, let me check. Okay, now it is better if you look at it from your book, because there is no option to rotate here. So 1.00 means, okay, now try to look at it like this. 1 and 0.00 intersection of that, which comes to 0.3413. Okay, look from your book, it should be 0.3413. So now we'll not add 0.5 because the table already gives us only this area, understand? That table already gives us mean to that value, right? And we want that only, we want mean to that value. So it is just 0.3413 upon 0.5, that's it. So answer should be 0.6826. 0.6826, which is option B, which is approximately close 0.6828. So B is the correct answer for that. Let's try ninth one. Ninth, X is a Poisson variate satisfying following condition. Okay, Poisson questions are easy. 9 into probability that, we can solve it here itself. 9 into probability that x is equal to 4 plus 90 into probability that x is equal to 6 is equal to probability that x is equal to 2. And what is this value? Okay, let's try to solve the equation. Let's assume x follows Poisson distribution with parameter m. So 9 into probability that x is equal to 4 will be e raised to minus m into m raised to 4 upon 4 factorial 24 plus 90 into probability that x is equal to 6 will be e raised to minus m into m raised to 6 upon 6 factorial 720 is equal to probability that x is equal to 2, that is e raised to minus m into m square upon 2 factorial 2. Let's take some commons, and this 0 0 we can cancel. If you see, e raised to minus m can be taken common and m raised to 4 can also be taken as common, right? So let's try, or let's take m square common. Let's see what happens. Okay, so e raised to minus m into m square, if we take common, then in bracket we'll have 9 by 24 into m square plus 9 by 72 into m raised to 4, because we have taken 2 m square common, right, is equal to e raised to minus m into m square upon 2. So if you see, e raised to minus m and m square will be cancelled because on both sides they are multiplying. Fine. Let's try to cancel this. 3 into 3, 3 into 8, 1, 8. So we can add it common denominator. So it will be 3m square plus m raised to 4 upon 8. Now let me write it there. 3m square plus m raised to 4 upon 8 is equal to nothing, 1 by 2. So if we take this 8 in numerator, that will be cancelled and it will be 4. So 3m square plus m raised to 4 is equal to 4. Okay. That means m raised to 4 plus 3m square minus 4 is equal to 0. Let's put m square as x, or let's say y. So it will be y square plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. We can solve that. What will be the answer? See, while solving quadratic equations, ideally you can use factorization method also, but that might be confusing for some. So if you are getting confused by factorization method, then always follow formula method, because in foundation we have calculator, we can do formula method in like few seconds. Okay, so if you are getting confused, follow formula method like minus b plus minus square root of b square minus minus will be plus 16 upon 2. Okay, that is fast. So minus 3 plus minus 9 plus 16 is 25, root 25 is 5 upon 2. Negative answer we can ignore. Positive answer will be 3 minus 3 plus 5 by 2, which is 2 by 2, which is 1. Or you can factorize if you want as 4 and minus 1 and then solve, that is also okay. But I feel formula method is faster and there is no scope of mistake. In factorization method, plus minus mistake is possible. So m is 1. Now we can easily find probability that x is less than equal to 1. Okay. Probability that x is less than equal to 1 means probability that x is either 0 or probability that x is 1. So that will be e raised to minus m into m raised to 0 upon 0 factorial plus e raised to minus m into m raised to 1 upon 1 factorial. So it is just e raised to minus 1 plus e raised to minus 1. That is 2 times e raised to minus 1. E raised to minus 1 is 2.71828. Reciprocal. Reciprocal is divided by equal to. Multiplied by 2. Answer should be 0.73575 something. 0.7357, option C. Okay. Always try to use shortcuts wherever possible. Okay. Let's solve 10th one, then we'll stop for this video. Then next ones will solve in next video. A random variable x follows Poisson distribution and its coefficient of variation is 50. First of all, you should know formula of CV for that. Coefficient of variation is what? SD upon mean into 100. So 50 is SD. SD for Poisson distribution is root m upon mean is m into 100. Let's divide 100 there. So 0.5 is equal to root m and m can be cancelled using rules of indices either, or you should know that m means root m into root m, right? So we can cancel 1 root m, it will be 1 by root m. Let's take reciprocal of both sides. So here we'll have root m and reciprocal of 0.5 is 2. You can check 0.5 divided by equal to 2. So m will be 4. If m is 4, we can easily solve that. What is the value? Probability that x is greater than 1 given that x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. Now understand, similar question was also there here, question number 4. Okay, 4. We saw that its answer was directly 1. We don't have to calculate anything because this was greater than equal to 1. Here the difference is they are asking greater than 1. Greater than 1 means 2, 3, 4 or something. So let's try to convert it using given formula. Probability of x is greater than 1 and x is greater than 0. Divided by probability that x is greater than 0. That means, now understand, x is greater than 1 and x is greater than 0 also. Okay, if x is greater than 1 also and 0 also, that means it is greater than 1, right? So we can just write probability that x is greater than 1. We can ignore this part, because if something is, this is 1, this is 0. If something is greater than 1 also and greater than 0 also, that means it has to be greater than 1, right? That is the intersection. Divided by probability that x is greater than 0. Let's try to solve this. This will be 1 minus, okay, because greater than 1 means 2, 3, 4, 5, everything. So let's do 1 minus 0 and 1, right? 0 and 1 divided by, this will be 1 minus only 0, greater than 0 means. Let's solve this. Our m was what? 4. So 1 minus bracket e raised to minus 4 into 4 raised to 0 upon 0 factorial 1 plus e raised to minus 4 into 4 raised to 1 upon 1 factorial 1 divided by 1 minus, again this same, e raised to minus 4 into 4 raised to 0 upon 1. Fine. 1 minus e raised to minus 4 we can take common. Always take e raised to minus m common wherever possible so that calculations are reduced. This is 1 by 1, so 1 plus this is 4 by 1, so 4 upon 1 minus e raised to minus 4. Now let's calculate e raised to minus 4. So 2.71828. First calculate 2.71828 raised to 4. So into 3 times equal to, and then take its reciprocal. You should get something like 0.018315 something. Don't write it. Multiplied by 5. Okay. And subtract it from 1, or subtract 1 and then change negative sign. That should be 0.90842 divided by, again calculate e raised to minus 4, 2.7828, or if you have written then copy it down and again subtract it from 1. That should give you 0.98168. So if you divide, that gives 0.92537. 0.92537 should be the answer. Option C, 0.9254. Here, you should try to solve as fast as possible. These questions are lengthy. If at least one, even one such question comes in exam, it is going to take at least 2-3 minutes. So you should keep it for the end. You should solve easy questions first, then come back. Because this is not difficult. This is solvable, but it is going to take time. So plan it strategically. Plan your paper very strategically. You should be able to attempt 100 easily. Okay, fine. So let's stop here for this one. We'll continue in next one. Bye.